HMS. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Kansas.
And we're this month's Hawk Talk anchors.
Hey, Ryan, what's your lucky charm?
My lucky charm's my phone.
Of course.
Let's go see other people's in Student Spotlight.
Woo!
What's your lucky charm?
My teddy bear.
So what's your lucky charm?
Chicken nuggets. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Awesome. What's your lucky charm?
Food.
Same.
So how high can you pie?
3.14.
That's lit.
How high can you pie?
3.1415 and that's it.
Legendary.
So McKay, how high can you pie?
3.14.
That's great.
How high can you pie?
3.1415926525885.
Oh my.
Who are you rooting for March Madness?
Michigan State.
Thanks.
So who are you rooting for March Madness?
I'm going for UCLA.
That's cool. So who are you rooting for March Madness?
South Carolina.
UCLA.
Who are you rooting for March Madness?
Kentucky.
That's cool.
Who are you rooting for March Madness?
I'm gonna say UCLA, but I'm pretty scared about that, but I'm gonna say UCLA.
Nice.
Hey HMS, I'm Izzy. What happened to Kansas?
Don't worry about it. Anyways, did you know that March is National Women's Month?
I did, and that's why we have two girl anchors. Girl power! Now let's go see what some teachers think about influential women in history.
So who do you think is an influential woman in history?
Oh, there's so many to choose from. Somebody in my history that I think was influential was Madonna. When I was growing up, she was the video star, and everybody wanted to dance like her and dress like her, and she's still relevant to this day, 40 years later. And I think what I like most about her is she's a very public work in progress. She's made no secrets out of I messed up, I did this, and now I'm going to reinvent myself and do this, and that was a mistake, and now I'm going to change and do this. And I think that that's something that everybody can relate to, because as a mom and as a woman and as somebody who has a career, you're just learning the whole time. You don't ever have it figured out. You're just continuing to learn. And I think that Madonna really made it okay to say, made a mistake, I'm going to change it.
Awesome.
So who's your favorite influential woman in history?
Without a doubt, it's Harriet Tubman. She was so brave, risking her life for others.
Awesome. So Miss, who's your favorite influential woman?
The woman who's had the most influence on my life is my mom. And the reason why is because I always considered her somebody who was feisty and smart and believed in everything that was important, and she taught me how to stand up for myself and to be the best person I can be.
So who do you think is an influential woman in history?
Well, we're going to go with current times, Cecile Richards from Planned Parenthood, because she does a lot of good and they provide a lot of health care to low-income women.
That's cool.
So who's your favorite influential woman in history?
Well, it's not a famous person or a celebrity, but my most influential woman in my life was my 7th grade English teacher. Her name was Mrs. Mann, and she's the reason I became an English teacher for middle school, because she was so nice and supportive and encouraging.
Awesome. So, Mr. Rand, who do you think is an influential woman in history?
Well, there have been a lot of influential women in history, starting with Susan B. Anthony. She worked to get voting rights for women, and Hillary Clinton came very close to being the first president of the United States. Geraldine Ferraro was almost the first vice president of the United States, and she fought for the Equal Rights Amendment for women, which didn't actually pass, and I could go on and on.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
Who's your favorite influential woman in history?
I would say Michelle Obama, because she's a great speaker and has a lot to stand for.
So who's your favorite influential woman in history?
Well, several women have really influenced my life. My mother is one, because she worked really hard and she showed me that I should never give up. And I'm also a great admirer of Hillary Clinton.
Awesome.
Hi, who's your favorite influential woman in history?
I would have to say Harriet Tubman, because I think helping out with the Underground Railroad must have taken a lot of bravery in that time, so I'm glad that she stood up for people.
Cool. Who's your favorite influential woman?
My favorite influential woman is Michelle Obama because she was able to be First Lady and still retained a sense of her own importance and brought a lot of important health issues for kids to the forefront of America.
Nice.
What women in history have influenced you the most?
I would say probably Rosa Parks. I think what she did was just, amazing for women and for people of, all nationalities. I just think that was horrible that, you get on a bus and you have to sit in the back. What is that all about? That just seems so silly to me, but I really admire her for, fighting in a peaceable way for what she believed in.
Thank you. What women in history have influenced you the most?
My mom. My mom was a teacher, and then she became a principal, and she was a principal in Fairfax County for 30 years and retired happy and in her 50s. So she was my most inspirational woman.
So Izzy, what's your favorite color?
Bronze.
That's our guest speaker Emmanuel Baraden's dog's name.
Oh yeah, let's go check out the interview Natalie did with him.
Let's dive into it.
Hey HMS, I'm Natalie, and today I'm here with a very special guest, Emmanuel, and you guys probably recognize him from this month's Hawk Time Assembly. Hey Emmanuel, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Natalie. Thanks very much for having me.
So, can you tell us what brings you to HMS today?
Absolutely. So I'm here today because Mr. Perfumi, a wonderful theater instructor, invited me to come back and share a little bit of my experiences from my time in service. I want to talk a little bit about Bronze, and I just really have a really big passion for the town of Herndon. The last time I was here, I did a TEDx talk, and the town of Herndon really welcomed me. I got a chance to meet the mayor and all the Herndonites that were here, and it was such a great experience that I've been trying very hard just to come back.
Awesome. So I understand that you were in the military and you served in the Navy for 6 years. Can you tell us briefly about that?
Absolutely. So I did 6 years in the Navy. Did some pretty unique tours. I joined the Navy in 2007 in July, and I joined as a United States Navy SEAL. I was later given a secondary contract because I suffered an injury. But later I found it upon myself, and in 2009 I took a volunteer tour to Iraq in 2009 and 2010. And in 2011, 2012, I later volunteered and took a tour to Afghanistan. Ultimately, I came back in 2013, and I was medically separated.
Cool. So I see that you brought your dog Bronze here with you. So can you talk about your relationship with him?
Absolutely, I'd love to. So Bronze is my service dog, and for people that don't know what that is, these service dogs are something that we've been using now to help our veterans and different people that deal with different types of disabilities, or I like to call them abilities. We partner them with service dogs because these service dogs have a really unique ability, and you see people that are blind have service dogs, or people that are deaf have service dogs. But now the new thing is our veterans. There's a lot of luggage that our veterans may come back from in serving in different countries overseas, and these dogs have been a great way or method to help them recover without them having to expose so much of their personal lives to the outside world. They can have this service dog that can be with them on a day-to-day basis and help them get through the tough times or the triggers that they deal with in their lives every day.
Wow. Thank you for being here with us, Emmanuel.
Thank you so much for having me, Natalie.
Back to you guys, anchors.
Izzy, do you know what March Madness is?
No, why would I be mad at March?
I don't know, but I think it has something to do with sports.
Is it for rugby or polo?
I don't know. Let's go find out in the sports segment.
Hey HMS, I'm Ryan. I'm Tao.
I'm Colin.
I'm Katie. I'm Lauren.
And welcome to HMS Sports. Let's tip off with basketball. The Washington Wizards have a record of 46-29. That's the first in their Southeast Division. The Wizards have a definite spot in the NBA playoffs, which begin April 15th. Now for March Madness. In March Madness news, last weekend, Kansas lost to Oregon, Xavier lost to Gonzaga, and on Sunday, Florida lost to South Carolina, North Carolina beat Kentucky. South Carolina and Gonzaga have never been to the Final Four. Oregon hasn't been to the Final Four since 1939. North Carolina's been there like 20 times. The Final Four takes place Saturday, April 1st. Now for baseball.
In not spring training news, they have a record of 13-16. Bryce Harper has hit 8 home runs, which is the most in the whole league. Their opening day is on April 3rd against the Miami Marlins, with Steven Strasburg on the mound. That'll be a great game.
In NHL news, the Capitals have a 51-17 record, the best in the NHL. They've already clinched a playoff spot and have recently played Avalanche and beat them 5-3. Their next game is this Sunday against the Arizona Coyotes.
Recently, Barcelona beat Valencia 4-2, and they're going to play again on March 31st.
That's it for HMS Sports.
We'll
see you next time.
Hey Izzy, the weather this month has been really wacky.
Yeah, we've had rain, we've had snow, we've had sunshine. It's like the 4 seasons in 1 week.
Yeah, let's go see what season we'll have this week on the weather segment. Let's blow into it.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Shelby.
And I'm Julia.
And we're the Weather Girls.
On Friday, there's a high of 62.
And a low of 46.
And chance of rain, girl. On Saturday, there's a high of 61.
A low of 41.
And cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
No, it's not.
Okay. On Sunday, it's a high of 63.
And a low of 44.
And all sunshine.
Woohoo!
Hey Ryan, what's your favorite Dr. Seuss book?
Hop on Pop, what's yours?
Oh, The Places You'll Go. Did you know March 2nd was Dr. Seuss's birthday?
Yeah, and that's why we had Natalie do a dramatic reading of her favorite Dr. Seuss book, Green Eggs and Ham. Let's hop on into it.
Hey HMS, I'm Natalie, and as some of you guys may know, March is also Dr. Seuss month. In fact, his birthday was March 2nd. Today, I'm going to be reading a classic called Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. Let's get started. That's Sam I am, that's Sam I am. I do not like that Sam I am. Do you like green eggs and ham, said Sam I am. I do not like them, Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. Would you like them here or there? I would not like them here or there. I would not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Would you like them in a house? Would you like them with a mouse? I would not like them in a house. I do not like them with a mouse. I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Would you eat them in a box? Would you eat them with a fox? Not in a box. Not with a fox. Not in a house. Not with a mouse. I would not eat them here or there. I would not eat them anywhere. I would not eat green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Would you, could you, in a car? Eat them, here they are. I would not, could not in a car. You may like them, you will see. You may like them in a tree. I would not, could not in a tree. Not in a car, you let me be. I do not like them in a box. I would not like them with a fox. I do not like them in a house. I do not like them with a mouse. I do not like them here or there. I would not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. A train, a train, a train, a train. Could you, would you, on a train? Not on a train, not in a tree, not in a car, Sam, let me be. I would not, could not in a box. I could not, would not with a fox. I will not eat them with a mouse. I will not eat them in a house. I will not eat them here or there. I will not eat them anywhere. I do not eat green eggs and ham, for I do not like them, Sam I am. Say, in the dark, here in the dark, would you, could you in the dark? I would not, could not in the dark. Would you, could you in the rain? I would not, could not in the rain. Not in the dark, not on a train, not in a car, not in a tree. I do not like them, Sam, you see. Not in a house, not in a box, not with a mouse, not with a fox. I will not eat them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. You do not like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam I am. Could you, would you, with a goat? I would not, could not with a goat. Would you, could you, on a boat? I could not, would not on a boat. I will not with a goat. I will not eat them in the rain. I will not eat them on a train. Not in the dark, not in a tree. Not in the car. Sam, you let me be. I do not like them in a box. I do not like them with a fox. I will not eat them in a house. I do not like them with a mouse. I do not like them here or there. I do not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. You do not like them, so you say. Try them, and you may. Try them, and you may, I say. Sam, if you will let me be, I will try them. You will see. Say, I like green eggs and ham. I do, I like them, Sam I am. And I would eat them in a boat, and I would eat them with a goat. And I will eat them in the rain, and in the dark, and on a train, and in a car, and in a tree. They are so good, you see. So I will eat them with a box, and I will eat them with a fox, and I will eat them in a house, and I will eat them with a mouse, and I will eat them here and there. Say, I will eat them anywhere. I do so like green eggs and ham. Thank you, Sam I am.
So what's your favorite Dr. Seuss book?
Green eggs and ham.
Cat in the Hat.
What's your favorite Dr. Seuss book?
Cat in the Hat.
Whoa!
What's your favorite Dr. Seuss book?
Green eggs and ham.
So, what's your favorite Dr. Seuss book?
Green eggs and ham.
Cat in the Hat. So what's your favorite Dr. Seuss book?
The Grinch Who Stole the Christmas.
The Cat in the Hat.
For never was there a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.
What book are you reading?
Romeo and Juliet.
Hey, that's our spring play.
Oh yeah, come see both of us in Romeo and Juliet at April 7th at 7 p.m.
And April 8th at 2 and 7.
It's gonna be a pretty saucy play.
See you there.
Ryan, I had a lot of fun anchoring with you.
You too, but what happened to Kansas?
I told you, don't worry about it.
Okay, we'll see you next month, HMS.
Bye.
By the way,
Come see Romeo and Juliet if you want to see some.